Hello, I'm going to show how the Trojan request blocker work, and it's pretty easy, very straightforward actually. Once you install this extension, you go to stores, you log into your admin page of your Magento website, go to stores, settings, configuration, and right below here under advanced, you can go to system. And in the system page, in the system section here, you have a group, Trojan Request Blocker. This is the configuration of this extension, and you can either enable or disable this blocker if you are having issues and Magento is blocking something that should not be blocked because of anything else. You can basically disable this option, and then the blocker will not be active on your store. Additional patterns. Actually, we try to find some patterns, some strings, some patterns of strings in any post or put requests that are made to the store to protect your Magento and to make sure the data that is getting in, that is going through Magento, is actually not a suspicious information or an attack from a hacker or something like that. So you can add as many patterns as you want. Please make sure to only add here the patterns that are really important to block. Otherwise, the Magento will start blocking something that is not desired to block. So once this is set up, once the module is installed and is enabled in your Magento instance, you can make some tests. For instance, here I have a postman with some sample requests to my Magento instance, and I have a sample request here that is a good one. So if I send this request for creating a customer, the customer will be created and it has the ID number 3 into Magento. So it was created with a random email and with a random first and last names. So basically this works good, no problem, because there is no pattern identified in the request, in the post request, that could be harmful to the store. If you go to create a customer bad, this is a typical attack the user or the hacker is trying to do to many Magento websites out there. So in the place of the first name, the attacker, the bad actor, tries to input this get template filter or anything like that, some script that is intended to run on the page whenever the first name is rendered on the page. Thankfully, Magento escapes these values, so it's a layer of security as well. However, this module, this extension, blocks the order or anything to come in Magento. It doesn't get into the Magento database. So if this kind of pattern is found in the request, then Magento will block it by throwing a 500 internal server error. So basically, there's no way to make this request go through Magento, and the website will be safe enough. So let's say we are going to the attacker is creating a guest card to go to a guest checkout. If your Magento website has a guest checkout enabled, then this may happen a lot of times because the attackers try to avoid creating customer accounts, but they use guest checkout because it's easier and faster to them. So obviously, it's not the only way they can attack your website. So be sure to test whatever endpoint you want or you need to make sure it's tested. So let's create a guest card first. So we have here the code of my guest card, and I'm gonna add a product to this guest cart. That's perfect. No blocking happened here because the requests were okay. So if I check my order or my quote, my cart in this case, you can see the cart is created and is with one item already. So just to make sure I will have another item in my cart, I will add one more item and you have the quantity incremented here. All right, so it's time to try the fraud, to try to create the fraud or to try to hack Magento. And I'm gonna set the billing address with this code or this kind of information, and this should be blocked by Magento by default. So let me first update the cart ID here. Yeah, cart ID is updated. Then if I request, you can see invalid post request is returned along with a 500 internal server error from the server. So Magento blocks this request from start, and this doesn't get into the Magento database. So this is a video showing how to use this extension. And again, be sure to use this extension the best way you can, and be sure to set the additional parameters patterns with careful, because your Magento instance may start blocking some requests, orders, customer account creations, etc. If you don't pay attention to what you put on these fields. Okay, this is Thiago Sampaio. See you in the next video.